What's up? So, a year has passed since I made that video, and things change over time. So, I'm gonna reintroduce myself again. What's up? My name's Maylin. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm 17 years old. I made that video when I was 15. That was like when I was just finishing sophomore year. I'm entering my senior year now, bro. Like, I got a graduation gown. Like, this is crazy, bro. Like, time passes so bad. Time passes by so quickly. Right. Yes, my name is Maylin, not M-A-E, May. The reason I had that name was because I think I was low-key, like, trying to whitewash myself or something. I don't want to say whitewash, but, like, I think I wanted some kind of stage name or something that people could easily call me by. That was, like, short and easy, but, like, I spelled it M-A-E because I, quote-unquote, like, I literally said this. I said, I don't want people to think I'm straight from China if I did M-E-I in my last name, because it sounded too Asian. But now, I just use Maylin, because that's actually my real name, and people still call me May, but, like, M-E-I, so I'm okay with that still. But I realized I just like going as Maylin for my stage name. I mean, it's my real name. I'm used to people calling me that. I think I started to feel kind of weird with the M-A-E thing. So please just call me M-E-I or Maylin. Now I just feel kind of embarrassed and cringed out about M-E-E. So don't call me that. What's new is I just finished my Berklee Aspire program, and
You change your mind like a girl changes clothes. Yeah, you be a mess like a bitch. I would know.
And I remember in my last introduction video, I talked about that. I said, oh, I'm gonna go to a Berklee Aspire program this summer for 5 weeks, and I did. And it was really fun, actually. And for those of you wondering if I did get the scholarship or not, I did. I got $2,500 for a scholarship. I think the max you could get was $3,000 for like a regular scholarship, so I got pretty lucky. So that did work out, and it was really fun there. I made a lot of friends, and I feel like I learned a lot. My classes were like musicianship, which is basically like ear training, and then I had music theory, and then I had some performance labs, a private lesson, and a music business elective. And then I was also part of, everybody is a part of like an ensemble that they're grouped into, so I did a pop rock one. My favorite class, I would say, was probably musicianship. Not because of the material we went over in, but it was because I really liked my class. I mean, I had it 4 times a week, so it was the class I had the most often. So me and my classmates ended up getting to know each other pretty well, and it was just really fun, and I liked my teacher a lot. So we just had a lot of fun in that class, and we put on like this final performance where we sang a song in solfege. So we sang Hey Jude in solfege, and then we like put on our sunglasses, and like we did like this choreography thing, and it was really fun. My Professor Witness, was really fun. He was like sarcastic at times, but he liked us and we liked him, and he was really patient, and he had a lot of fun with us. My music business elective was okay. I attended all of the sessions, but like, I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard to pay attention because it was like a lecture style. Like, there's like a lot of people just in one room, and he's kind of like almost you're listening to like a presentation the whole time. You don't really like talk with each other or anything, so it's kind of hard to keep engaged, except for like one lesson we had, which was pretty fun, where we acted out like how an artist and like a label work together, but otherwise it was kind of hard to pay attention. But it is something I'm interested in, so maybe I'll do it in college if I get into Berklee, which I hope I do, because I got the opportunity to audition for Berklee early since I did the summer program. So now I hear back by October 15th whether I got into Berklee College of Music or not. I'm going to college next year, holy moly. The first class of music business, I'm pretty sure I saw like 5 different people falling asleep. There's probably like 70 people packed into this classroom. And then the next session we had, the next class we had, it was more of like an auditorium place. But there is a significant amount of less people in there. I just saw like the class like cut in half. But I did love the program so much overall. I loved all the friends I made. I made friends from like all over the world. Boston is such a beautiful city. I really, really like Boston. It was just great being able to like travel anywhere I wanted by train or by foot or by bus. And there's tons of food and stores nearby Berkeley, so it's like very easy to just keep yourself entertained. Okay, now kind of moving on from the news. I still very much do like indie rock music, but I think I've really found a love for like grunge, indie sleaze kind of stuff as well. But I also still really like soul, jazz, R&B, funk kind of stuff. So I'd say right now my top artists and songs are like Biba Doobie, Måneskin still, Paramore, Clairo, Sammy Ray and the Friends, Olivia Dean. I really like Olivia Dean recently. I like her songs Dive and Nice to Each Other the best, but I also really like Messy. And I also listen to a lot of Stacey Ryan. I highly recommend you check her out. And I like Sophie's Body, which is kind of like an indie underground punk rock band. I really like their song Held. I like Jessie Detour, I like Abby Kenna, and I like Chloe Slater. Those are some of the more smaller artists. And I still play a lot of guitar, and I still sing a lot, of course. But now that I've bought a bass, I just bought it during 5 Week. It's so heavy compared to the guitar. But I've been practicing it a lot more, which is really fun. And I'd say one of my goals actually for senior year is to get better at bass, become more fluent in it, but also at piano, since I've always played it on and off. But I realize now that in order to get better and enjoy an instrument, I actually need to play songs that I actually like, not just like classical, because every time I go to a piano teacher, and they pull out the same like nursery rhymes book and make me play like the Three Blind Mice over and over again, and I'm like, hey, well, what if I played, I like this Billie Eilish song, and I just feel like they don't really care. They just like know how to teach from the book. They don't, but the way I was able to get really good at guitar was because I played with a band and we played songs that we liked, so it made me want to practice. But if you're playing songs you don't like, then you don't want to practice and you're not going to get better. So I think I'm just gonna self-teach, probably. Like, just like learn songs on the piano, because I know the basics. I know piano, I just don't really know any songs or remember songs to play. But also I'd say that since I already know how to play the guitar, picking up bass has actually been very surprisingly easy, and it's really fun. I really, really like it a lot. It's I feel like it's nice being able to expand like my musical languages, I guess. And I'm still trying to get used to the difference in size because it's so much bulkier than the guitar. That's why I'm trying to practice more so I can just like get used to it. But I really like it. It's fun. Maybe I think I'm gonna be posting some covers soon. And outside of music, I like to work out, but low-key I've been like slacking recently. It's because when I went to Berkeley 5 Week, the 5 Week program, my schedule got really busy with stuff. And also, I tried to use the Planet Fitness there with the free teen summer pass, but I'm gonna be honest, it smells weird, the Back Bay Planet Fitness, especially downstairs. It also gets really crowded, so I just didn't really want to go. But it's okay. I'm trying to get back into the gym. And I know in my last introduction video I said something about liking to learn languages, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have the energy or time anymore to keep learning different languages. It's just not really a priority of mine, although it's super cool. But I think I'll always remember the bit of like Portuguese I picked up, but I don't think I'm gonna be fluent or like that proficient. But maybe things will change in a few years. And about Alexandrite, so we actually disbanded a while ago, like summer after sophomore year, because Tara graduated and she went off to Connecticut for college. So we're like, well, okay, you know, we're not the same without, like, I feel like we were just so close as a group. You can't just like replace one of us. I feel like the members were such an important part of Alexandrite that you can't just really like replace one of them. And also she was the other singer, which is like a big part. So we just disbanded, but some of us still see each other in school and we're still really good friends, I'd say. We just don't really play together anymore. And I also was pretty stressed out junior year with schoolwork and like SATs and just all that stuff, like just like, you know, the typical high school process. So I just didn't really have the energy to be in a band, really. I mean, I was in a band a little bit, but nothing like Alexandrite. And in terms of like other music stuff, in terms of music production, like I try. Okay, I try. Sometimes I just, dude, it's so foreign to me, and I get super frustrated when I don't know what's going on, like what to click or whatever. Especially when something sounds off, or like, I don't know. Sometimes I try to fix something and then it just sounds worse, and then I just get pissed off because I don't know how to fix it, and I'm just listening to this loop on repeat of this messed up track I made. And like, I know how to record pretty well now, like I know what to do, which wires go in where, how to record, how to stop, but I have no clue what I'm doing, you know, with like mixing. And drums are a pain in the ass because it's the only instrument I'm really playing that's not manual. Like, I'll play the bass on it because I have a bass here, I have a guitar here, but I have to like figure out how to like make drums or like make the GarageBand drummer do what I want, and it's just like a pain in the ass, especially like when the rhythm is off, because you don't want to listen to an offbeat rhythm for like more than 30 seconds, right? And it's also just really hard to find producers that I want to work with or click well. It's like, it's a struggle, honestly. Like, at this point, I've gone through like quite a few producers, and I've met a few different ones, but I only really clicked with one, like in terms of like, you know, what I wanted it to sound like and what he had in mind for it to sound like, and then I liked it and he liked it. But he ended up kind of charging me a lot, and I didn't know that he was going to charge me. And the other producers I've worked with didn't charge me, like they were my friends or whatever. But the thing with producers I've noticed is that a lot of them, I mean, unless they, you know, play guitar or like bass too, they're usually gonna be into something more pop or electronic or R&B based. If they're more into like EDI or just like strict, they only really mess with production, they don't really do any other instruments. And I like pop R&B and like hip hop and stuff like that too, but I feel like my sound is more, I guess, singer-songwriter grunge maybe. And like I try to record with them, and then they send me a demo back and it just sounds totally different from how I want it to sound, and I'm just like, okay, I don't think we're thinking on the same terms, and I don't know if it's gonna work out. But hey, if you or your friends are producers and like the same music as I do, and you're willing to charge me like nothing to under $50 per song, like please hit me up. My Instagram account is Malin Music, so just hit me up there, please. Other forms of payment include free performances from me. I'll be your friend. I'll play video games with you, like Minecraft or something. I know we talked about what changed, but some things don't change, like I'm still Asian, you know? However, to be more specific, I realize now, like, my dad's side of the family is more from Taiwan, not China, but like we still say we're Chinese anyways. And my mom's side is still Korean. Also, I still identify as pansexual. I know in my last introduction video, I said like, oh, that's subject to change. And it is still subject to change, but I just want to say that I'm still pansexual. I still feel like I'm pansexual. I just don't really care. I like guys, I like girls, I like non-binary people, genderqueer people. I don't really care. Like, if I like you, you know? And I also know in my last introduction video, I said I don't really know what my gender is, but I feel like now I'm just comfortable being a girl, like a woman, you know? Like, along with my sexuality, gender is also something I have, like, explored, but as I, like, encourage people to try out different pronouns on me, I ended up just feeling the most comfortable with she, her. I think they, them, and he, him just ended up feeling a little bit uncomfortable on me. So, I identify as a girl, please use she, her pronouns on me. I don't really know what else to talk about. That's, like, what I'm prepared to talk about, but, hey, you know, nice catching up with you. Okay, bye.